one of the best things about the hobby is that games that don't get support anymore get support by the fans, and that's awesome because it means you can play these games like More Time and Epic 40k. So Epic 40k, if you don't know, is basically it's Warhammer 40,000, but the models are in 6mm scale. So normal Warhammer is 28mm, this is 6mm. That's crazy. Tiny. That's so tiny. It's the tiniest thing I've ever seen. And I wanted to get into it because there's a free rulebook online and there's continual support. So I'm looking on eBay for all these epic Warhammer models. And I come across these. So these are fan-made, 3D printed Star Wars miniatures in 6mm. You have clone troopers and you have droids. These models excited me because me and my friend Freddie are pretty big Star Wars fans, and Freddie's favorite era is the prequel trilogy because he just cannot get enough of clones. So I snagged these up for a pretty reasonable price and painted them all up, put them on little bases with sand and painted them orange. Now, I have a game arranged with Freddie on Wednesday. It is currently Monday. We don't have a board to play on, and obviously we could do classic floor hammer, but that's not good enough. Well, it is, but I don't want to. What I learned making those miniatures is that painting the bases took a lot of my paint, so I don't have that much red and yellow left, let alone enough to cover this thing, which is the back of like a sketch pad, and it's going to be plenty of room for the amount of models we have to play. So obviously I can't use Games Workshop paint, so I bought these. These were very cheap. I think they were £1 each. I bought them the other day, I should know this. And I'm gonna mix these together and paint that orange. They do say watercolor paint on them, so I'm a little bit scared they won't work. Because it's maybe acrylic. I could Google this. And I probably should. But I did have a brush I was going to use, but I don't know where it went. So I'm using this off-coat of foam. Wish me luck. Okay, so while that piece of cardboard is drying from the copious amounts of paint I've just poured on it, let's talk some terrain. So, the box already came with a bunch of these little barricades and stuff. They're great, don't need to paint them, just primed them. They're grey now, that looks sci-fi enough. We need some rocks. Now, I can make them out of foam or cardboard or something, but like, that would be effortful. And the cool thing about how such scale these miniatures are, is that actual rocks will look like giant boulders to them, which is awesome. And I can just go and get some rocks. So I'm gonna go into my garden and go hunting for some rocks. With like a big net. And a blow dart gun. Check out my rock collection. It's not just a boulder. It's a rock. As you can see from my cool little diorama here, the rocks look pretty cool, I think at least. Okay, so while filming this video, I stopped and had a little snack. Not sponsored. They come in little packaging that looks like this. Now, is this good for the environment? No. But this looks like a little building. A little sci-fi building, is what I think. So, if those things take spray paint well, I can prime them, and I can have little sci-fi buildings for my epic scale miniatures. Maybe put something inside, like a Jenga block, to weigh it down so it doesn't go flying, because they're very light. And obviously, I'll need a pair of buildings. So I'm gonna have to eat another two Mr. Kiplings, which is just a crying shame, you know? Yeah, the Star Wars game with Freddy was great. General Grievous ran away and died horribly. Obi-Wan Kenobi got absolutely eviscerated by like 5 groups of battle droids. It was very funny.